Hi Dollar Divas, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing another full face of new Dollar Tree makeup. This is stuff that I've recently hauled in a recent Dollar Tree haul, and super excited to try more new makeup from Dollar Tree. So if you're a returning Dollar Diva, thank you so much for coming on back for another video. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Jessica and I'm basically a bargain makeup channel. What I mean by that is I love to do a lot of the same fun content that other makeup channels do. I just like to keep it in the bargain price point. So the closer to $1, the better. So if it sounds like you're in the right place, I do hope you'll become part of our Dollar Diva family here on YouTube. And as always, I will have related content linked down below. That way, if you are new here, you can catch up on what we've been doing around here. So we have quite a few makeup items to try, so without any further chit chat, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. So I was lucky enough to find a lot, if not all, of the Marie Claire brand makeup that's been at a lot of Dollar Trees. And so I'm going to be trying this out for my eyebrows today. Last time I used the Marie Claire dual-ended brow pencil. Now I've got their eyebrow and hairline powder. So you get these three powders. You've kind of got a dark brown, a medium brown, and a lighter brown. And it can be used on your hairline to fill in your hairline or on your brows. So we're going to use it on our brows today. And this is the LA Colors brow brush. I got it last year when LA Colors came up with all those brow products at Dollar Tree. I think I'm gonna go into that darkest shade, but I'm gonna start with it towards like the middle and outer part of my brow. And the reason why I'm going with it is because I'm gonna go with the light hand. It seems to be the coolest shade. The other two maybe seem a little bit warm. I guess I could swatch and see. Probably the warmest one is the medium brown right there. The light brown is a little bit more of a taupe, and the dark brown doesn't seem to have any warmth in it at all, which is really nice. So far, I really like this shade. I'm just going with a light hand. A powder is a great way to get a very natural brow effect. I'm just gonna use the excess on the brush to go inner. Yeah, I really like this shade. There we go, I really like that so far. And the dark brown shade is really not scary. Okay, so really nice, very nice, soft, natural effect. I really love the shade of dark brown. It's nice that you have 3 different shades to choose from and mix, and they're really big pan sizes, which is really nice. So far, so good. Of course, I'll do a rundown of all these products at the end of the video, as I always do. So I'm gonna clean up my brows off camera, add some eyeshadow primer, and I will be right back. Okay, so for my eyes, and also my contour and my highlight, I've got the Marie Claire, this is a face and eyeshadow palette, and this is the Color Story Smokey Delight. I used Natural Charm, my last new Dollar Tree makeup video, and so you've got 4 eyeshadow shades. This has 2 shimmers, 2 mattes, and then you've got a contour, and I'll probably use that as a bronzer as well, and then you got a highlighter. The other one came with a blush and a highlighter. So we're just gonna dig into those eyeshadows. So I'm gonna go into that lightest shade there first and put that all over my lid. I really had very good luck with the other one. I really didn't have super high hopes, but they were actually very pigmented. And I really liked the blush, and I didn't use the highlighter because the blush was a little shimmery, but I did use it as like an under the brow bone highlight, and it was perfect. So there we go. We just want to lay that all over our lids for a base. So I'm going to use that shade right there and just kind of see what it does. My brush is a little damp because I just cleaned it. I haven't had a chance to clean my brushes off. I'm just gonna, oh, that's going on really nice. Oh yeah. So I guess we're gonna kind of get like a smoky eye today. This is like a cooler tone eyeshadow palette right here, which you really don't see very much. Just like the other one, these are going on really smooth, not patchy, nice and pigmented. The smoothness of them has really surprised me, like how non-patchy they're going on. Let me know if you've seen another shade of this, these eye and face palettes. I've only seen the 2, and I think there is only 2, but I could be wrong. There we go. I think that's really nice. So I'm gonna go back into that shade that we just went into, but I'm gonna go with a more compact brush, and I'm gonna see if I can't deepen it up a little bit towards the edge. Get a little bit more of a deeper effect here. I think we are. Sometimes you can get a little bit of a more intense effect with a different brush. My brush, again, is a little bit damp because I did just clean it off. Yeah, there we go. See how we're getting a little bit of a deeper effect, and then I'm going to blend it. Okay, I was able to build that up, which is really nice. Now I'm going to take a flat brush, and I'm going to go into that kind of I don't know, blue smoky shimmer. I'm gonna spray my brush, and I might end up for like an inner corner highlight later on. I may end up using the highlighter. Oh, that's really pretty. Looks like denim. That's gorgeous. These are colors you don't like, this type of a color, you know, it's hard to find cooler toned makeup just in general, especially eyeshadows, and this kind of a shade is very different. I really like that. So we'll add more details with shadow and stuff, but I want to move on to lashes and liner and all that good stuff. So I've got, this is the Marie Claire Defining and Volumizing Mascara. And it's a giant, giant tube. And I'm, of course, going to wear fake lashes. But if you're new here, I do like to put a coat of mascara on my lashes. And I want to see how this is. I don't have high hopes because it is a Dollar Tree mascara. The brush is insanely huge, but it is getting a little bit of a payoff. I would say it's kind of like a Beauty Intuition or an LA Colors. Not the worst Dollar Tree mascara I've ever used, but the brush is a little bit big, and I've got really, really short lashes, so I'm a little afraid of it. So I really don't like the brush personally of this. I like the tube, I just don't like the brush. I did a full face of Shot Miss A makeup, and of course their mascara is really cheap as well. It's like under $2, and I really, really liked the mascara. I liked the brush, but this brush here is kind of a no-go for me. But like I said, I can see a little bit of like a payoff, and I love the container. I really don't like the brush. I think it's just way too big, and my lashes are just way too short. I lived in fear while I was putting that on. So I do have another liquid liner. In my last new Dollar Tree makeup video, I had the Marie Claire felt tip eyeliner pen. Today I've got the Precision liquid liner, and it's just this like kind of more old school style. Now when I swatched them both in my haul, this one here was more pigmented, y'all. And I don't mind a brush applicator like this. Sometimes I feel like I actually have a little bit more control on the wing part, because it kind of naturally will get smaller and thinner. That is really, really nice. So far, so good, y'all. Really, really nice. Like I said, I'm not afraid of an applicator like this, and a lot of it does the work for you with the wing. So in some ways, if you're not really sure if you're good with, like, if you haven't really felt like you're good at doing a wing and you've been using a felt tip pen, give a brush like this a try and let the brush do the work. The brush sometimes just does the work, sometimes more than a felt tip pen, which you have to have a little bit more control over, I feel. That's just a tip. So I'm gonna add my lashes off camera. I will have my lash tutorial linked down below. That way, if you wanna learn my tips and tricks, and also 2 methods on how to apply false lashes, you can. But I'm gonna apply them off camera today, and so I will be right back. Okay, so my lashes are on, so we're gonna come back to the eyes and add liner and all that kind of thing, but I'm gonna move on to the face, and I'm really excited today because complexion products aren't always something new I can find at Dollar Tree. So when I do, I'm really excited by it. So the Mercerie, you know, they've got bronzers, they've got a setting powder, and they've got concealers, and their concealers are in a really decent range, especially for Dollar Tree, because, you know, Dollar Tree has like 2-3 shades usually at most, but they've got like 6 or 7 dark, light, all that good stuff. But they now have a liquid foundation. This is the Flawless Finish Longwear Foundation, and I got the shade 215. I can't really remember how many shades they had. It comes in this tube right here. At my Dollar Tree, it didn't look like quite as many as like the concealers, but that might have just been my Dollar Tree. So it's got this little squeeze tip applicator, and I'm just gonna go ahead and see how this does. I think I had a Dollar Diva tell me that she had to kind of work with it a couple times to kind of come around to liking it. Is it my beauty blender? I think it's my beauty blender. I can't tell if it's the foundation or my beauty blender that has a little bit of a smell, but this is a brand new beauty blender. I think it's my beauty blender. Okay, it's kind of like it's probably a little bit more of like a buildable coverage. It's not as let's see, I'm gonna build it up a little bit more. I wanna see. It's going on real smooth though. It doesn't like slide around my face like the LA Colors liquid makeup does. It's nice. It looks a little patchy. Like I feel like it's grabbing on to some areas of my skin and not others. You know, like I feel like it's here, but it's not up here, if that makes sense. Definitely not as good as like a Candy Moyo in my opinion, or a Be Pure foundation. The shade's really good though. But yeah, I feel like it's like lacking. It's like I feel like I just can't get enough on my cheeks. Kind of okay, in my opinion, first impression wise. So now I'm going to go in with the Mercerie concealer, and I'm going to kind of cover where I feel like that lacked. Oops, got a little bit in my mouth. I really like their concealer. I feel like their concealer really is a very, like, one of the better concealers at the Dollar Tree. Good coverage, all that kind of thing. Of course, the shade range is much better than anything else at Dollar Tree. But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to bring it down on my cheeks just a little bit. It's like it didn't want to stick to my cheeks. There we go. I feel like all is well now. So now I hauled a bunch of Prolux foundation and powder. I got 3 shades of each. So I tested out a foundation and powder in my last testing new Dollar Tree makeup video. Today, I wanted to test that Mercerie foundation, but I want to test another Prolux powder. This is the Onset Extra Fine Setting Powder, and this is the translucent one. I'm just going to use the puff that it comes with. I'm just going to do a little bit of a baking action. Of course, there's a lot of product on here because it was in the jar. I'm getting it all over me. It does seem very, very, very fine. Then I'm going to take some on a brush. When I used the, God, it is really fine though. That's probably one of the nicer translucent powders I've tried in a long time. I think I like a translucent powder better if it's not pressed, like if it's a loose powder. That's really nice. When I use the Prolux, and it's got a really nice finish. It really is a very fine finish, y'all. So yeah, I feel like when I used the other powder and the foundation, the colors were just a little off and it looked a little cakey on my skin. This, like the Mercerie foundation and this translucent powder, definitely doesn't seem to be as much. It's definitely, I don't know, it just seems to be a little bit better for my skin. So I think I like the translucent shade so far the best. So for bronzer, I'm going back into the face and eye palette, and I'm going to go into that contour shade right there. But I'm going to use it as a bronzer, like I said. I think it's going to be a really nice bronzer shade. It's going to be matte, and I think it's going to be very pigmented. So I'm going with a big brush, and I'm going to really diffuse it onto the brush. I really like the color. I think it's got a coolness to it, which, you know, is hard to find. I think I went a little bit overboard. Of course, why wouldn't I? It looks that way more on camera, like in my monitor too, than it does like in person. I think that's why sometimes I feel worse about it, because I look at my monitor a lot. Really nice, I think. And of course, if you just wanted to concentrate and do it like more as like a contour, it would work very good because it's a very good shade. But it's made a wonderful bronzer. So we're gonna go back into that for highlight, but I'm gonna try a liquid blush first. It looks like a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury, don't it? It's the Marie Claire liquid blush in Dusty Pink. And they had another shade too. It was like a lighter pink, and I didn't pick it up because I didn't think it would work good on my skin tone. It's got one of those sponge tip applicators. And I'm going to put some here on the back of my hand. I probably did too much. I'm sure I did too much. That is okay. See, I did way too much. So I'm going to take the clean bottom end of my blender, beauty blender, and I'm just going to, I probably didn't do too much. I'm just going to go in, try to go with a light hand. Wow, that's really nice. Now I'm going to use the foundation end and just kind of blur that line. That's really gorgeous. That color is really nice. Really easy to work with. It was just very easy to put on. I think it's beautiful. Really, really nice. So now I'm going to go into that highlighter that's in the palette again here. I'm just going to use this little highlighter brush that I have. And I'm sure that, and this is just a very neutral shade. It's just a very like champagne. It's not too pink, not too gold, not too white either, really. Ooh, I went way overboard. Let me use my powder brush and diffuse that. I should have been a little bit more careful. But that's beautiful. It's very, very like metallic, you know, so that's going to make a really great inner corner highlight, I feel. So now that we get the face done, I'm going to go back to the eyes. So I used this eye pencil in my last testing new Dollar Tree makeup video. This came in a 3-piece set with a lipstick and a mascara. So it's just a pencil eyeliner. I'm going to run it into my waterline, and it actually was pretty good, really. It got a really nice result in the waterline, and you know the waterline is like the ultimate test. If an eye pencil can work in the waterline, it can work anywhere. See, it really does a very good job, especially to be a cheap eye pencil, you know. So now I'm going to smoke out under my eyes, and I'm going to use that shade right there. So I'm going to take a smudger brush, tap off the excess. and just really smudge out under my eyes. There we go. It did a really nice job smoking out under my eyes. Those eyeshadows really are actually very, very smooth. They feel very finely milled. So now I'm going to go into that highlighter shade and use it as an inner corner highlight. I'm going to take a tapered brush, of course, and then I'm going to spray my brush with some setting spray. Oh, that's doing a great job. I'm actually way more impressed with these little palettes than I thought I would be. Sometimes I think stuff like this looks like kids' makeup, and I don't give it a whole lot of, I don't always think it's going to maybe be as good as it ends up being. I love being pleasantly surprised. That did a really beautiful job in the inner corner. I'm going to pop a little bit of that bone shade there under my brow bone. I'm going to do a matte under the brow bone highlight. There we go. I think the eyes are now done. So I'm going to test out 2 lip products because I think I said in my last testing new Dollar Tree makeup video, I've got so many lip products that I've just been like hoarding that I don't get a chance to use if I just use one in a video. So I'm going to start testing out 2 per video. So both of these are new. They're from that haul. One is the Marie Claire Tinted Lip Oil. It's cherry oil infused, apparently. And so it looks like this. Then the other thing, they actually had 4 different shades of this. It's from Beauty Intuition. It's the Hydrating Lip Gloss. This is in brown. It's not really brown, but it says brown. It looks like Rare Beauty packaging. So I'm going to line my lips with the IONI PhatLipChubbyStick in Plum. I'm going to go in first with the Beauty Intuition. Very silky, very pigmented. Feels really good on the lips. The shade's really nice, especially for this makeup look. It's just enough. It's just kind of like, looks like your lips, but better. Yeah, it feels really great on the lips. They had a red shade as well, and they had a couple other shades. So yeah, I think that's really nice. Like I said, it feels really great on the lips. So now we're going to try the lip oil. So I'm going to take this off, put some more lip liner on, and we will be right back. Okay, I've got my lip liner on, and it smells like cherry. Yeah, it smells a lot like cherry. It goes on clear, so there's not much color. Feels very nice. The taste is not overwhelming. Feels very moisturizing. My lips are just like perpetually kind of chapped, especially this time of year. They've gotten a lot better though than they were earlier in the month. It feels wonderful. Yeah, it looks really nice with the lip liner. Nice, you know, just a nice clear color. The taste, what little taste there is, you know, it's very, very, very pleasant. So really nice on the lip products. So now a quick rundown of all the products and final thoughts. Really impressed again with the face and eyeshadow palette. The face products were really nice. The eyeshadows were really very nice. Both color stories are really different. Really more like I ended up liking these a whole lot more than I thought I would. So really, really, really nice kit. Like I said, it exceeded my expectations for sure. Really like the hairline, powder, and eyebrow kit. The shade dark brown is really nice. It's not warm. You get 3 different shades, big pan sizes. You can use it to touch up your hairline if you needed. You can mix the shades. Really, really nice. I think a steal at $1.25. The blush was really nice. The color is real nice. It's easy to work with. Little goes a long way and you can build it up. Looks like a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury, which makes me think that this brand had to have come out after Charlotte Tilbury came out with their, you know, their liquid products. Either that or Charlotte Tilbury copied Marie Claire. I don't know, but really nice. Really liked the blush. Really liked the Prolux translucent powder too. I like it much better than the other one that I tried that was in the shade, I think, Bisque. And I like and it's really finely milled. This is probably one of my favorite translucent powders I've tried in the last year or so. So really, really nice. Didn't leave a white cast on my face. Just a really nice finish. So translucent has been my favorite so far. Really liked the eyeliner. Like I said, I think if all you've ever done is used a felt tip and you feel like your wings are always a little wonky, try a brush like this because like I said, and let it do the work. Sometimes it really it'll drag itself and make the perfect wings. So this is really pigmented. You get a really thin line. You could build it up. Really, really impressed with this. Two things I'm not so impressed with. The mascara, it's not that I didn't really get an effect. I mean, at one coat I could see my lashes. Not as good as some other things I've tried, and not as bad as some things I've tried. But I love the container, but I hate how thick the brush is. It just terrified me with my little short lashes. The brush was just way too big for me, so I'm not a fan of this at all. And that is the Marie Claire Defining and Volumizing Mascara. The foundation, as much as I love their concealer, the foundation didn't really live up to that. I did end up getting an okay effect, but I did feel like I had to run my concealer down a little bit. It just felt like it wouldn't stick to my cheeks. So, and it doesn't really seem all that buildable, but if what you need is maybe a light coverage, this might work okay for you. It seemed to blend in well, like it didn't just sit on my skin. But yeah, definitely not a favorite of mine. Then the lip products. I'd be curious to try the one that's in red because I do love red. Again, looks like Rare Beauty packaging. It had nice color payoff, really silky. This color was beautiful, so really enjoyed the Beauty Intuition lip gloss. And the lip oil, which I'm wearing right now, feels really nice on the lips, very moisturizing, not sticky. I don't know if it's as good or better than like the IONI or the LA Colors, but it's really, really, really nice. So no complaints there. So I hope you enjoyed getting to see me test out some of these new fun finds at Dollar Tree. Of course, hit the like button if you did. Definitely go check out my other content if you're new to my channel and binge watch some of my other videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.